So got to remind people. Well, it is an honor once again to be here with you guys, and I must say, just starting right off the bat, if I start to slur or my cheek begins to drop or one eye begins to close, just start doing this with me and we'll all be on the same page together, okay? So we've taken some Mocha Tonic and we've done some things that we should be able to do that'll get us through the night, hopefully. But thanks again for everybody. You know, one of the greatest things I like about Market America is I've had the ability to play on some championship teams and play some Division I college football. And the closest thing I could compare Market America to is that you build a team of people that's pulling at the same way, and they're pulling and trying to do the best thing that they're good at. Maybe somebody's good at public speaking. Maybe somebody's good, like Rahi, that can just rap off everything about the body and nutrition. Or maybe it's like a realtor that really knows how to negotiate the deal and get it done great. And everybody has their gifting. And when all that working together for good, it just takes everybody doing just a little to make everybody do great. How many would agree with that statement? So number one, this company is not about being a superstar. It's made for the average person. I'm going to get into tonight not really having you guys learning how to sell, because that's not what this business plan is about. We do get paid by moving BV, but we don't get paid to sell. We get paid to learn how to listen to people, and we get paid to learn how to listen well. Listen to what their needs are. Listen to what their wants are. Listen to what kind of aches and pains that they have. And then you as a person get to bring health and wellness into somebody's future. I mean, I can't think of a better way to feel good about yourself and make a full-time living about bringing health and wellness to somebody else. Can you? I mean, that's a powerful, powerful tool to be able to stand up here. And my dad, many of you know him personally, he's a great man of character. And the end of that story was he drove down to Tennessee 3 weeks later, and we sat at the table, and I got a chance to show him the plan, and he literally wept because he hadn't been out of pain in 10 years. And when you can sit across the table and see the power and results of that type of a nutrition supplement, that kind of sells me on the deal. Would you agree with that? Let's take a look at Market America as we start today. The following presentation explains, watch this, how qualified individuals can successfully attain financial independence. One word in there that sticks out to me is qualified individuals. You're not out there looking like a multi-level marketing company. We're not a multi-level marketing company. We are not a pyramid. There are no levels. There are no changes. There are no, at the end of each month, oh my God, I didn't make it, but I was 10 points away. Crap, I lost all of that. They have totally done away with that, okay? But you are looking for qualified individuals. If you are a 5, you're looking for somebody that's a 5 or above. You're looking for somebody who's an entrepreneur. You're looking for somebody that's been beat up enough by the world system and by the Social Security system that we have today, and by the 45-year plan, and by going, myself being a certified financial planner, sitting across from people who are 50 and 60 years old and said, RC, I did everything right. I worked hard. I worked at the same job for 25 years. Now they're trying to retire me.
I'm going to flip this for you since you're...
Okay. Okay. That'd be great. And then I got to tell them, you know what, you're going to have to live on a third of what you're living on now. And they're actually crushed. And there's some people that we know named Ernie and Jeanette Heinkes that's on the Success from Home magazine right over here. It's number 4. And you can read their story. They're just normal Kansas people, a football coach and teacher that coached and did his teaching for 30 years. And they were literally in tears and devastated that, you know what, they did what America told them to do, and it didn't work. And I don't know how, if you read the Wall Street Journal, but this morning I got inside of it so I could have some information for tonight. But the average American today is 3 months away from bankruptcy. If you didn't get paid for 3 months and you had no other way to make income, you would be close to filing bankruptcy. If I didn't, and I'd be tempted to ask for a raise of hands, how many that would be, and I bet you would be shocked. How many would agree with that? We've got to find a way to get paid. So the mission for Market America really centers on revolutionizing, keywords here, the way consumers shop for their products and services as it redefines the nature and perception of the direct sales industry. It's no more going door to door. It's no more brick and mortar buildings. It's actually learning how to communicate with people, learn to listen to what they need, and then giving them and fulfilling that need. The company is committed to providing quality, market-driven products to the end consumer. Let me make a point right here. Every product that you see in the new Mall Talks are absolutely phenomenal, guys. If you take a look at that, the new Mall Talks, totally being redone, always redoing it. I mean, that looks like a professional done magazine. What do you think? It's pretty sharp. Every product that they have in here is a billion-dollar industry with you or without you. If you don't sell a dime, they're still going to make a billion. If I don't sell a dime, they're still going to make a billion. They identify trends that are multi-billion-dollar industries. What we do is connect the people and have them begin to change their buying habits. You can go flip it now, Dave. It's always good to have faith in your company and to know where your company comes from, to know what the company is about, to know if it's in stable hands. They have never had to fire any person or had any person resign that's not currently working back with the company since 1992. Success from Home Magazine is an outside independent company that did an entire research on home-based businesses. And they started off, they usually do a one-page, one-paragraph synopsis of good home-based businesses. After their study and research, they were so impressed with the amount of information they got from Market America. Success from Home did an entire cover-to-cover page featuring our company. And here's some stats that really stick out. 88 to 90%, as far as they can tell, of the total amount of people that have joined Market America since 1992 are still in the company today. Is that phenomenal or what? That's absolutely phenomenal. Name a company that's a Fortune 500 company that a CFO or a CEO can stand up and say, oh yeah, well, we still have 90% of the people that we stayed with. How many guys could you name that there's probably employees that are no longer there with you in the last 2 years? Maybe in the last 3 months, maybe in the last day. Did somebody get fired today, anybody? I'm surprised we don't have a hand up. Thank God it wasn't any of you guys. But it's based in Greensboro, North Carolina. They're financially strong. We have over $100 million in the bank. The only debt they owe is the new complexes that they're going to be building. They have experienced leadership. I don't know if you guys know this, but a great movie that has came out is a movie called Invincible. Have you guys heard about that movie yet? Yeah. And it's with Vince Papale and Dennis Franks. And Vince Papale is a distributor with Market America and has survived liver cancer. And the doctor and his personal testimony is it's 100% due, he believes, to the OPC products which attack one side of the cell and also to the nitrogen-based side of the cell, which is the ORAC. That's a pretty strong testimony. Dennis Franks is also, which is, if you're an Eagle fan, you'll love him. If you're a Cowboy fan, you'll hate him. But he played in a 1976 through 1980 championship and got to try to tear up Too Tall Jones as best he could. I think he lost that battle, but he's also a distributor. These are guys that we are connected with. These are people that are making the millions of dollars that you're going to be able to sit under and learn. Over the next year, we are setting up for 2007 for the people that join the Unfranchised Business Center, for them to come down here and do this type of a leadership. And that's pretty important. You know what I mean? Because there's one thing my dad always taught me. If you hang around greatness, you become great. But if you hang around trash, you become trash. I hate to say that, but that's just the facts, is it not? If you hang around a bad apple, you're for sure to get one. So they've got a proven record of success. Success from Home Magazine found another startling, what I thought was, as far as stats go, we now have 57 consecutive quarters of growth. There is no other home-based business in the history since 1920 that they've been able to go back and research that has had 57 consecutive quarters of growth. I worked the stock market, and I know that there was very few companies I can think of that had 24 consecutive quarters of growth. much less 50 segments. So these are just some stats to know who you're working with. Market America is a product brokerage and internet marketing company specializing in one-to-one marketing and mass customization. How many can say that backwards right now? Don't raise your hand, I cannot either. However, we need to kind of know what some of these things are, because would you agree, these are some terms that probably aren't used in just your normal conversation. Would you guys agree with that? So the first thing that we try to teach people is get comfortable in learning how to talk about what is it. What's this thing you're in? It's just another one of those one of those pyramid things. It's another one of those Mary Kay Jewel way, this way, that way, another way, just some other way. And you can say, no, it's not. Well, what is it? Well, number one, it's a product brokerage company. What do you mean? Well, we have no manufacturing expenses whatsoever. We have a wide variety of products and services. We provide products in the highest demand. We only focus on billion-dollar markets. And they're going, wow, that's different. So they start to catch on. That's one way to introduce somebody to the business. Secondly, internet marketing. We already covered it, but 55% of all Christmas shopping last year was done over the internet. That was shocking to me. And the internet's only been around since 1995. That means in the last 10 to 12 years, 55% of the way people shop are now being changed to do internet. So the trends in America, with us or without us, are changing. Would you agree with that? And we're going to talk about some of those reasons. Internet marketing, what is that? That means each distributor owns a web portal. I was so excited to own my own web portal. It said Raymond and Tammy Thornton, and the web portal is $1 billion portal. They focus on it and they just put your name on it. I say, yeah, I've got an internet and marketing business. We did pretty well. Actually, last year we moved $360 million for the product. They go, what? And that's what they did. Last year we set a new record. We moved $360 million through the web portal. That is unbelievable. And they go, you did what? I say, yeah, here's the card. Come check it out. They're like, this guy don't even care if I buy anything from him, man. I just want to see what he's doing. Maybe I can make some money. You know, they kind of get into some of those things. So yeah, each distributor owns a web portal. That's pretty cool for me. Also on that web portal, we have surveys that come out. You can send them to your customers. Customers that you know, customers that you meet, and they begin to tell you and ask questions about them personally. They answer them for real, send it back to you. You send it back just through an email to the corporate, and the corporate begins to track their buying habits, and you begin, once again, not to sell them, did you? Right? You guys catch that? We didn't sell them anything. And I can walk through that with you guys tonight. I very rarely sell anything. I call people, I learn how to talk with them, just like you would as a realtor, just like you would as a pharmacist, and I learn to listen to what they need. And I say, listen, you might want to try this. It works great. It's got 100% money back guarantee, but man, it's worked great for me. I've lost 70 pounds on transitions. I guarantee it works if you're disciplined. Would you do it? I've never had to refund anybody's money, and I've been in the business for 8 months. By the way, this is probably a good time. I'm actually celebrating this week. I got to resign and fire my boss on August 29th and replace a six-figure income doing this business right now. And people that know me in the room, they know that I'm a pastor, and I get to devote full-time into what I call this right here. We have a salvation plan. I call this right here the financial salvation plan. Because people are in bondage and they're in debt. They got credit cards going up crazy. We're just bound and handcuffed by everything. We can't do what we're trying to do. So I call this not only my backup plan, this is my financial plan. But I try not to mix God in between it, but I get a little fired up. You know how it is, buddy.
That's right.
Amen. Good. You know, some people don't have the internet. Some people don't assign themselves to AOL or MSN. So what do? We provide free email service. When you provide free email service to them, your web page pops up on their computer. If they search for anything, you're going to get the credit first. Isn't that incredible? High tech, high touch. Beautiful thing they just added. By the end of September, those that come into the business, we're going to be in a combination between Amazon.com, Google.com, and what we like to call QVC. QVC has a high touch method. They can see you on TV, but they can't really communicate to you on the phone too much. They don't call you and ask you how'd you like that last product. Or they don't call you in 17 days and go, how's it still working? They don't call you and say, hey, your warranty's about to run out. Would you like to turn that in? Do you think they do that? No way. They lose money, right? But what Market America has done is now they put everybody's web portal by zip code. So when somebody gets online and they begin to search for something, they're going to go to our personal stores first, where you get the highest commission. Okay? And whatever they punch in there, it's going to bring back the highest commission you can get for the highest product level that they want. How many would love for that to happen? Secondly, let's say that we don't carry that product yet, and it's something we don't have. Then they're going to go to now, 2 years ago we only had 500 stores. There were what we call Fortune 500, Fortune 400, or Fortune 1000 stores. Now, we actually have over 2,000. So then the second search they will perform, they'll pop in their information in the search box, and it'll search around. If they can't find anything that Market America carries, they'll find a partner store like Dell, like Microsoft, like Toys R Us, Eddie Bauer, Y Shop, Men's Warehouse, so they totally deck you out on the clothes. And then they will pay you a percentage. Men's Warehouse, I spent $3,500 there 2 months ago, and they paid me 15% back to me. How many would love to be buying something somewhere and get paid back? I think that's called a real discount. Right? That's a real discount. Plus, they had a special. For every $300 that you spend, they gave you a $150 bonus. So I ended up getting about $1,000 in my pocket to go back and spend more. I don't know about that, but that was exciting. Okay? What's one-to-one marketing? Pretty easy. It's collecting and analyzing information just from people, just becoming a good listener. We won't spend much time on that. We source and supply what people want and what people need. That's what I want you to hear tonight. We supply what people want and what people need. Don't go attack everybody and try to sell them everything. Just listen. Let it happen. I believe that, if your business is going to grow, your business will grow at the pace you grow as a person. If I could teach you anything tonight, as you grow in character, as you grow in heart, as you grow in love, as you grow in caring for people, the more you grow as a person, your pocketbook will just begin to swell. How many would agree with that statement tonight? You've got to grow. The more you grow, the more your business will grow. Mass customization, sometimes that's a little bit scary, but from mass production to mass customization. It's all computerized and it's paved the way for us, and it creates a lifetime value. Now, if you think about that just for a moment, the person who created Mr. Ford, the first car that was ever made, he had to be absolutely out of his mind. And here's why. There was absolutely no roads when he was trying to figure out how to build a car. Now today, some people, they don't know that story.